Time spent on reconnaissance is seldom wasted, and be as independent as you can, but don't be reluctant to ask for help when you think you need it.
Oh, that's deep.
Good. I lost my first baby. It was one of the twins went. I was devastated. Eventually, of course, you get used to it because life goes on regardless. You get healed, and what you never forget.
But I haven't actually experienced that. So it's like, when I'm hearing this, it's like, that's a feeling that I've never even deep before.
That is the finest remedy for all ills, because everything is in perfect harmony.
Wow. Alright, a lot of you guys know me by now, and you know that I've got a very, very curious mind. And, you know, I was scrolling across the interwebs, as you know, nobody calls it. And today I said I came across Life Hunters and a video basically talking about life lessons from 100-year-olds. And me and my curiosity, I was like, I gotta check this out. Because I love getting this insight into just, especially people that are older than me, and getting perspective and just searching for wisdom, searching for, you know, things that I could, you know, take on into my life. Because it's like, who better than to learn from those who basically lived life before you. And of course, times may be different in some ways. I do feel like, you know, as they say, there's nothing new under the sun. I feel like we all kind of still go through some things that transcend generations, that could always resonate with anyone watching when they get older, type thing. And shout out to you guys, because a lot of you guys be commenting stuff under my channel as well, giving me some insight, some wisdom. So I want to also give a shout out to a lot of my flexes out there. For those guys that may not know, there's some bonus exclusive content on the Patreon. There's some movie reactions, some album reviews, and some sitcom reviews, some classic 70s and 80s programs and shows. So if a lot of you guys want to get a Gen Z perspective on a lot of the things I'm going to be showing you on screen and more, because by the time you're watching this, I'll most likely have a lot more on there, then definitely consider checking out the link in the description to the Patreon, where you get access to all the exclusive bonus content, as well as early access to a lot of these videos that we posted on YouTube. Go support the channel if you guys love my content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, of course, and like the video, and let me know some other things you guys want me to check out. But guys, with that being said, let's get straight into this video. Let's go. So what are the secrets of living past 100 years old? Dang. Wow, God bless them, man. I would like to live to at least 80.
I think I've done all that I wanted to do.
Guys, I forgot to say, definitely, yeah, look, subscribe to their channel. Look, I'm going to subscribe. Check out their channel if you guys like their content as well. And yeah, man, definitely consider subscribing to their channel if you guys like what they got doing over there. So far, the production is really good, by the way.
I think I've done all that I wanted to do. As long as I can be helpful and keep going.
This is definitely set in the UK.
That's the main thing.
This is the UK if I've seen the UK.
My name is Clifford, but call me Cliff Crozier, and I was born on 6th of September 1915.
Wow.
Makes me now 101.
What? That's like, that's not even. You got silent generals just before boomers. Is he greatest gen? Am I gonna hear advice from a greatest generation? Yeah, he's greatest generation. That is crazy, man. That's all the 1 and 2 experience right there, man. Yeah, man, that is different. Okay, let's get back into the video, man. Wow.
Cliff Crozier, and I was born on 6th of September 1915. Makes me now 101.
101, Cliff Crozier. Born in 1915.
I was born in Birkenhead, in the Wirral, Cheshire. Apart from the war and the time I was at college, I've been all there all my life.
Wow.
I've been retired now for 38 years. It always pleases me, though, that they keep robbing the government.
He's got pictures of him, and I'm surprised they even got this in colour. They must have colorized it, right? Or he's probably gone back, yeah, and then taken a picture.
Yes.
I think.
It always pleases me, though, that they keep robbing the government, really, of my pension. It's just that you keep going. It's only a number. 101 is only a number. And you live for the day. A spot of whiskey occasionally helps. Although it's not on the national health.
I love how we can still just hang loose, man.
I have so many fond memories. Sometimes sit down in my chair and I think back and I try to sort of reorganize the story about these people that I have got in my mind and mix them up together first and then pair them all. And I think there are quite a few.
Wait, is that the? I think when at least when you get past 100, you get like a letter from the like the Queen at the time. Rest in peace to her. So I'm sure that it might be the King now. But I think that's what she's got on the wall right there. That's like a UK thing.
First and then pair them all. And I think there are quite a few people out there that would be very, very happy to be together because they are such lovely people that they are. Emilia Tereza Harper. Tereza. It's Tereza because it's Czechoslovakian.
Emilia, born in 1930.
103, my goodness me. 3 is my lucky number. I have always been lucky. I've never been unlucky, touch wood. Oh, there's wood underneath there.
Touch wood.
I was in Czechoslovakia when I was a young girl, and I was living with my grandparents because my father was a prisoner of war. We came over to England to be with our father when he was released from the war.
Wow. Such different times.
Everything makes me happy. I love talking to people. I like doing things. I like going out shopping. Once I go out shopping, I don't want to come back. I don't think there is anything that I really need to do because I've done practically everything that I ever wanted to do in the past. I've got beautiful memories, you know. I can live happily forever after because of my lovely memories.
That's a line right there. I can live forever after because of my lovely memories. It seems like the memories are what's traveling far. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not hearing, you know, I don't know. I'm not hearing, you know, how many, like how rich I got. I'm not hearing, so far at least. It's the memories that are the ones that they're carrying with them, right? Interesting.
Do you know Sri Lanka? I climbed up the tower there, Sirigura, which is 600 feet up to the top.
That's a climb.
I've always been fond of the water, and I did a lot of yachting when I was young as well, another part of my misspent youth. My name is John Denerley. I'm 102 and a half.
Yeah, we keep the half, man. Keep the half.
I was born at an early age, before World War One, in Denton, Manchester. I've had a relatively easy life, even with the RAF, 5 years of war. It was an adventure more than a penalty.
Wow.
Even amongst the bombs. But I wasted a lot of time, my childhood, entertainment, that sort of thing. Even staying up till sometimes right through from midnight right through to breakfast time, and Mother would come down in the morning and say, "Haven't you been to bed, John?" And I'd say, "No, I've been listening to the Schenectady, New York," and then sort of settled down once I became a pharmacist.
Wow.
I don't feel any older than I was, 20, 30 years ago, except with my limitations.
I don't feel 29, but say 79, 69, 79.
Okay.
I'm not going yet.
That's interesting.
I'm still strong. I'm very, very strong. I've
Yeah.
never realized how strong I am. It's all the food that my mother cooked and, first of all, grew in the garden.
Shout out to the mama.
I make my own bread.
Yeah, grew in the garden. Cooks and grew in the garden. That's different, man. That's different. Her mom would have been born in like the 1800s, man. Wow. Damn, that's a long time ago, man. But yeah, shout out to Emilia, man. She is kicking. She's still kicking strong. This came out 7 years ago, man. I hope a lot of them are still kicking. Like now, I'm actually curious to see if they're still alive. But I don't want to. Let's just focus on the video for now.
First of all, grew in the garden.
I make my own bread by hand. I'll probably be making some today.
That's my online. Tesco's coming tomorrow.
We always had fresh.
It's the way he got so, his face lit up with the iPad, man. That's
my online. Tesco's coming tomorrow.
Wow. I can't imagine.
We always.
I can't imagine just like Gen Z is at 100 years old, man. With all we know is technology, it's like, mate, that's gonna be a different world, man.
Oh.
We always had fresh food when we were youngsters. Always. Straight from the garden into the pan and onto the plate.
That's different.
Skimmed milk, kitchen towels.
6 ounces of flour, 2 ounces of sugar, and 6 ounces of
butter.
Butter.
Apples or gooseberries, lots of gooseberries.
Some
Shepherd's
healthy
pie.
food.
I don't have many failures. If I'm making a cake and it fails, it becomes a pudding.
I love that, man.
Oh, my marriage was absolutely wonderful. Heavenly, heavenly, heavenly. I lived with him from the age of 16 until he died at I think it was over 70.
Wow.
I wanted to marry a handsome man and a man with good manners, and I had both.
We did have problems, but we got through them. And I think nowadays people give up too easily.
I'm always optimistic, and she was always pessimistic. So we got on very well together.
Make the most of it, because that's
he even seems so optimistic as well, and he's all like this. I love how he still got. He seemed like he still got that life in him, man. Even at that age, like I don't know what I was expecting, but it's nice to see.
I'm always optimistic, and she was always pessimistic. So we got on very well together.
Make the most of it, because that's especially if it's the first love. There's nothing like it.
Bro, why am I gonna get emotional, bro? This is deep. This is deep.
When I had my first children, I had twins, but unfortunately, I lost the twins.
Oh, come on, man.
And that was the most tragic moment in my life. But I had a daughter, and I enjoyed her company very much indeed. Loved her immensely. When I lost my first baby, it was one of the twins went. I was devastated. Eventually, of course, you get used to it, because life goes on regardless.
Wow.
You get healed, and what you never forget. So, it's really wonderful to have something left behind, even if they are no longer here. They're there. They're in your mind. They're in your air, all around you. It's really a wonderful, wonderful feeling. I think a lot of my children, even today, after all these years. I can still sit here and I can talk to them, and as if they were still alive. When people pass this way, they hear me talking to myself. They think I'm crackers. But I'm not crackers. I'm only just thinking about my children.
deep, man. And such a terrible thing when the kids go before the parent. Obviously, death in general is terrible. I'm not trying to say, you know what I'm saying, but in some ways, you would like, the parents who have lived longer lives, do you know what I'm saying, to go first, and then the parents, the kids, and then but when the kids go, it's like, what? But then what she just said there about, you kind of, life moves on, but then you don't forget. Like, I didn't even like processing just someone significant in my life dying is, I like, God forbid, but I haven't actually experienced that. So it's like, when I'm hearing this, it's like, that's a feeling that I've never even deep before. And I don't even want to deep at the same time, but man, look, shout out to you guys watching this. Like, if this is like making you guys feel type of way, let me know in the comment section below. But damn, man, this is some deep stuff. Why did I click this video? Why did I click it, man?
Any regrets? None whatever.
Start
I
getting
can
emotional.
tell you right from my heart. None whatever.
Wow, that's good.
If I'd have been more attentive at school in my early life, I'd have studied more and harder. And although I didn't do too bad in the end. So. But I think the sooner you start studying, the better.
I was ill at college, and my father came to collect me, and I didn't want to go back with him. I wanted to stay at the college with the friends for a short time, and I always regretted that my dad had made the journey, and I hadn't taken it up. His offer to take me back. I didn't do the right thing by my father. That's the thing, because I admired him very much.
Wow.
I never said anything.
Yo, this is making me deep live.
You've got to keep up with the times. So what was good in sort of 80, 90 years ago doesn't work these days.
Communicate, speak with your parents, and take their advice too, or at least consider it. You don't always have to follow it, but certainly don't throw it out of the window.
Hey, that's got some real talk, man. I would like to think I do that. You know what I mean? I'm always asking my parents questions, man. So seeing what they got to say about stuff. Even a lot of you guys, you know what I'm saying? I've listened to what a lot of you guys say, man. You're not my parents, but you know what I mean? A lot of you guys are older than me, so shout out to you guys. I'll be listening.
But, certainly don't throw it out of the window.
So that's how my other Gen Z
I
friends.
recommend anybody, if they find the right husband, to marry. Not just live together, marry. Be closer and closer. It seems to me as if you are happily married and happily living, that is the finest remedy for all ills. Because everything is in perfect harmony.
Wow. I didn't even know what kind of advice I'd be expecting, but like, if you find a husband that is happy and stuff, marry them, and you live happily, and that's a remedy to illness. Happiness, love is a remedy to illness. Wow, that's real talk. That's some stuff. I didn't know what kind of advice I'd be getting, but this is some advice, man. This is some advice. Listen to your parents. Marry. What's John got to say? He went all the way to the seaside. This has got to be like Brian or something.
Time spent on reconnaissance is seldom wasted, and be as independent as you can, but don't be reluctant to ask for help when you think you need it.
Wait, Broski just said some big words. Wait. Time spent on reconnaissance. Hold up. Let me just search that real quick. Military observation of religion to locate the enemy of a certain strategic features. What? Survey. I don't think he meant in that context. I don't think he meant it. If he did, he probably did mean it in that context. Actually, is seldom. What does seldom mean? It says only a few occasions, rarely, infrequent, and not often. Okay, so infrequent, few occasions. Maybe it's also okay. Okay, all right. Just, let me hear that again. Let me sure I've heard that right, because that's interesting advice so far. It's time spent on reconnaissance.
Time spent on reconnaissance is seldom wasted, and be as independent as you can, but don't be reluctant to ask for help when you think you need it.
Oh, that's deep.
Good idea is to behave well to other people, show them respect, and help them as much as you possibly can, and it will be repaid hundredfolds.
Wow.
My motto for life, there was an old Scottish comedian, Sir Harry Lauder, who used to sing, keep right on to the end of the road. And that's my motto.
Keep right on to the end, yeah.
Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep right on to the end. Though the way be long, let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend, where all you love and you dreaming of will be there at the end of the road.
Wow. Yeah, man. Wow. So that was some advice from three individuals born or 100 years old plus. And so some of their regrets, some of their pieces of advice. I think the thing that shocks me the most is, or that I'm starting to realize is, like, the advice seems so simple, but I think it's one of those ones that people just take for granted. And I think only when you get older, then you really truly appreciate the simplicity of things. And a lot of the times, we get so, like, especially the younger you are, that's when, you're still figuring out life. In some ways, you feel as if the world revolves around you and stuff and your problems. And, you can make a big deal out of things that are so like fruitless. Do you know what I'm saying? At least, with hindsight, you'll see it probably. Like what people think about you and stuff like that. Especially nowadays with social media and stuff. Like, comparing yourself to other people and all this. But then when you get older and you look back, I guess on brand of, Emilia, Clifford and John, I think you just end up appreciating the simple things in the end. Just like how, just love. Do you know what I'm saying? Helping others. Listening to your parents, you know what I'm saying, and keep on going until the end. Like, that's just interesting to me. I'll be very curious to see what you guys also think about that. This one was actually quite a different type of video, but I'm glad I dived into it. Maybe if you guys have any bits of things that you've learned, even just up until the point, that you are in your life now, like, what would you tell to your 20-year-old self, or basically just like, what would you tell to me? Like, that's basically what I'm trying to ask here. Like, what advice would you guys give me, right? Or what I'm saying, what advice did you guys, if you guys have gotten some advice from like your parents or grandparents, yeah, man, or people that are important in your life that are a lot older than you, or some of the things that they have said that's resonated with you. I'll be very curious to know some of the answers in the comments below. But if you guys missed this point, comment on a green heart. So all #flex for those of you guys are still struggling with emojis, so I know who my real ones are. Shout out to you guys that made it to this point. Of course, don't forget to like the video before you head on out. I know a lot of people can forget. I forget sometimes. And if you want to see more videos like this, then consider checking out the playlist. I'll link at the end of the video, guys. And of course, with that being said, as always, I'm your boy JayFlex. It's been life lessons from 100-year-olds. For those of you guys made it to this point, you guys have been absolutely wonderful. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.